I'm still very, very optimistic. You know, it was inevitable that we would have a significant correction. People have been getting too optimistic, but I still believe markets are really fairly valued, and there's a lot of bargains out there.
So you think people have gotten too negative, and if so, what do you think this is about? They're negative about what? Is it the Fed? Is it about the economy? A combination of both, or something else?
I think it's a combination of both. I think people are worried that rates maybe will rise faster than people had originally anticipated. And at the same time, as the Journal talked about this morning, people are worried that maybe a recession is coming next year or the year after, and they're sort of getting out of stocks that they think will suffer in a downturn.
So given you feel this way, should I think that you've been a buyer of stocks on this pullback that we've had this month in what's been a crummy month, right? S&P's down 9% this month.
Yeah, it's been an extraordinarily crummy month. All sectors seem to have gotten hit extremely hard. But I think it's really way, way overdone. I think the momentum guys have gotten in, the short sellers have gotten in, and any time a company slightly disappoints or gives a little bit slightly lower guidance, the stocks collapse. And I think that's where the opportunities are coming from some of those names that are down 30, 40% very, very rapidly.
Can you give me some of the names that you think are worth picking up on a week like this?
Well, one of the names that just totally collapsed last week was Mohawk Industries. You know, they're one of the major manufacturers of carpets throughout the world. It's really a wonderful, consistent business. It was down 23%, I think on Friday. It's down 54% year to date. It's been one of our most steady eddies for over 10 years. And it's a good, solid industry. People always need new carpeting. But that's the kind of name, a quality name that's just getting thrown away with the trash.
Yeah, but what about the idea that the housing market, though, is slowing and perhaps slowing dramatically?
I think that's overdone. I just think that we still could have surprisingly good starts as millennials start to move out of their parents' home and get their own homes and start to build families. I think you're going to see the housing market stronger than people anticipate. You know, we have some solid names like Simpson Industries that we like a lot. We're looking at companies like Fortune Brands and Masco that are perennial favorites within the housing industry. I think those stocks will do surprisingly well as we move into 2019.
How do you feel about financials today?
We still like the financials, that particularly the ones that have good quality fee-generating abilities. Jones Lang LaSalle, JLL, and CBRE, Richard Ellis, continue to be great real estate services companies that we think are extremely, extremely cheap. We had a lunch recently with the CEO of JLL, and he was highly confident that around the world, leasing is still strong, capital markets are going to be strong. It's a solid, solid industry. Another favorite is Lazard. We talked to Ken Jacobs last week, who's an outstanding CEO, and they're extraordinarily frustrated by how cheap their stock is. And they have a great investment banking franchise, we know, restructuring franchise. And of course, their international global mutual fund business is extremely well positioned when those markets recover.